ether, definition of ether is these are alkoxy derivatives of hydrocarbons. These are alkoxy derivatives of hydrocarbons, simple hydrocarbons. For example, if we take methane, simple example, methane. So, if we replace this H by alkoxy group, alkoxy means this is methoxy. Generally we write it as OR. This is alkoxy group. R may be CH3 or it may be C2H5, that is ethoxy, or it may be propoxy. So alkoxy derivatives of hydrocarbons. For example, if I replace one of the hydrogen by alkoxy group, that is OR, then this is ether. So general formula for ether is here. This is the general formula. Here R. These are the alkyl groups, and oxygen, either side of oxygen there will be a alkyl group, and this is we call it as general formula for ether. Now here this is generally I have taken R may be methoxy, this methyl, or here it may be ethyl group, methyl group, or propyl group. For example, here we will see example for this ether. If I write this condensed formula, this is ether. So this is dimethyl ether. Name of this ether is dimethyl ether. Dimethyl ether, it is common name. We will see afterwards IUPAC name of this. Let us first see, this is example of ether, dimethyl ether. Another example we can take both side ethyl group. So name of this is diethyl ether. These are the common names. So dimethyl ether, diethyl ether. These are the common names. How to write its IUPAC nomenclature? So we have to take, it is like methoxymethane. So alkoxy group we have to write first, and then methane here. So then these alkene we have to consider. So IUPAC name of this is methoxymethane. Methoxymethane. This is IUPAC name. For this IUPAC name is, it is, we have to take name for this, it is ethoxyethane. Ethoxyethane. This is the IUPAC name for this. Suppose if this carbon on either side it is different, here both on the one side of this oxygen, here 2 carbons, here 2 carbons. Suppose it is odd number. So for like this, oxygen, if it is having CH3 one side and CH2, CH3. So here it is having ethyl group. On this side it is having methyl group. So in this case, you have how to write the IUPAC name. So we have to consider carbon chain which is having high number of carbon, or which is having more number of carbon, that we have to consider as a root word, and remaining chain we have to take as its prefix. So here prefix, here it is methoxy, because here there are 2 carbons, here it is 1 carbon, so we have to take this as methoxy, and it is a parent root word or parent name. So we the IUPAC name of this is methoxy. This is methoxyethane. So this is the rule of this. This is how we have to name ethers. Dimethyl ether, it is common name. This is called methyl ethyl ether. So methyl, here methyl ethyl ether. This is common name. This is common name. IUPAC name is methoxyethane. Methoxy is a prefix, ethane is a root word. This is common name. This is common name. This is IUPAC name is ethoxyethane, because both side there is a ethyl group. So any one we can take as ethoxy and another ethane is a root word. Here it is methyl group, so it is methoxymethane. So this is about the examples of ether, and these ethers also called as, these are alkoxy derivatives of hydrocarbons. Here already we have seen the definition of ether, that is alkoxy derivatives of hydrocarbons. Along with that we have seen a nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature. Now we have to see these are also a functional isomers of alcohols, and sometimes they are called anhydrides of alcohols. So what is the functional isomers and anhydrides of this alcohol? Alkoxy derivative we have seen. Now functional isomers of alcohol. If we take ethanol, that is CH2, CH3, CH2OH, and if we see this dimethyl ether, in this both, this is alcohol and this is example of ether. In these both cases, here alcohol here, that is ethanol, formula for this component is C2 3 4 5 6, so HO, and here it is also C2H6O. So if you see, molecular formula is same but the structure is different, so these are called structural isomers of each other. But structural isomers again they are subdivided into the skeleton isomer, position isomer, functional isomer, and one more is metamers. Here both these are having C2H6O, that is molecular formula is same, but they are having different structure. In what case the structure is different? Here the structure is different in case of this functional group. This is OH, which is alcoholic functional group, and here it is having this ether functional group. So these are called as functional isomers of alcohol. Ethers are functional isomers of alcohols. So this is how they are having same molecular formula but different in functional group. Now these are also called as anhydride of alcohols. When two alcohols, for example methanol, two methanol, when they combine two methanol, there is removal of this water, that is dehydration or removal of water molecule, elimination reaction, and it gives you a compound, that is dimethyl ether plus water. So there is elimination of H2O, that is simpler molecule, that is H2O. So here because of that this is called anhydride. This is anhydride of this methanol. So commonly ethers are called as anhydride of alcohols. So let us see about the classification of these ethers now. So ethers, first it is subdivided into acyclic and cyclic. Acyclic means open chain compounds. These are open chain and these will have closed chain. These will have closed chain. So here for example, again these acyclic, that is open chain compounds, ethers are again subdivided into two, that is symmetrical ethers and asymmetrical ethers. Symmetrical ethers and asymmetrical ethers. Cyclic also divided further, classified into two, that is similar way like open chain, it is symmetrical and asymmetrical. symmetrical and asymmetrical. So this is about the classification of ether. So let us see about the example. Here ether, it is classified into acyclic, that is nothing but open chain. So I will write here example for open chain. So there are two possibilities, that is dimethyl ether. Again it is CH2, CH3, O, CH2, CH3. So here dimethyl ether, this is diethyl ether. Asymmetrical examples are so here ether classified into acyclic and cyclic. Acyclic means open chain ethers and cyclic means closed, or it will have a ring structure. So these are closed chain ethers. So now here again it is divided into symmetrical and asymmetrical. Symmetrical means what? When the two groups which are present on the either side of this oxygen, they are identical, then it is called symmetrical ethers. When the two groups here attached to either side of this oxygen, they are not identical, means they are different, then it is called as asymmetrical. See here, this is methyl. If you cut this, it will form two equal halves. So this is having methyl group here, same with this side one more methyl group. So if you see this is having the symmetrical ether. This is also having, when you cut this, we have both sides, it is 2 number of carbons. So one number of carbons means both sides it will have identical groups of on the either side of oxygen. In case of asymmetrical, it will have a different groups on the either side of oxygen. Here it is ethyl, here it is propyl group, here it is methyl, here it is ethyl group. So we will not get two equal halves when you cut from this. So because of that it is called asymmetrical ethers. In case of cyclic, similar way it is symmetrical or asymmetrical, but because of cyclic it is closed chain, and another name for this type of component is also called as epoxide. So here if you see, this way we will get equal either side. This is having two carbons here, again here two carbons. So this is a symmetrical ether which is having cyclic structure, so it comes under cyclic category. And in case of this, if we cut this, it is having this, because of this methyl group, it will not have that plane of symmetry. So this is called asymmetrical cyclic ether. So this is about the classification of ether. So already we have seen the definition of ether and the classification. In case of the structure of a functional group, so carbon, it is having tetrahedral structure, where this we write this in a solid line here, and which goes away from the observer. So this we write it as dotted line. So here this is a tetrahedral structure, and normal tetrahedral angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. But in case of the functional group of this chapter 11, that is we are having here alcohol, phenol and ether. carbon will be in a tetrahedral form, that is tetrahedral geometry, where the angle, this is tetrahedral angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. In case of alcohol, phenol and ether, all these three examples, they are having tetrahedral geometry, means they are having 4 hydrogen orbitals at the four corners of this oxygen. But here, in case of carbon, all 4 hybrid orbitals are, they are bonded pairs, but here there are 2 bonded pairs and 2 lone pairs. So here these are 2 lone pairs here. Similarly, on this oxygen it will have 2 lone pairs of phenol. So this is also having a tetrahedral geometry. Even ether, it is having tetrahedral geometry. In case of all these 3 examples, all are tetrahedral geometry, but here 2 are bonded pairs and 2 are lone pairs. Here also these two are bonded pairs and these are lone pairs of electrons. These are bonded pair and these 2 pairs are lone pair electrons. This tetrahedral. But there is different tetrahedral angle. Normal tetrahedral angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. But in case of alcohols, it is reduced to 108 degree 9 minutes. Why it is reduced? Because there is a repulsion between these 2 lone pairs. Because of lone pair repulsion, these angle of bonded pairs, it will compress, and it is slightly compressed because of the lone pair repulsion to get it 108 degree 9 minutes. In case of phenol, it is 109 degree. So it is actually similar to tetrahedral, but because one of the lone pair, this will be involved in the resonance, and because of that this CO bond, it will be having double bonded structure, and because of that there is a less repulsion as compared to alcohol. There is a less repulsion, and because of that it is slightly more as compared to the alcohol, because lone pairs will be involved in the resonance of a benzene ring. In case of ether, so because of these bulkier groups here, these bulkier groups, that is steric hindrance will predominate on the lone pair repulsion, and because of that the bond angle, tetrahedral bond angle, it is increased or it is more as compared to this 109 degree normal tetrahedral angle. 109 degree 28 minutes is normal tetrahedral angle, but here it is more, it is 111 degree 7 minutes. These bulkier group steric hindrance will make them move away. So this is about the structure of a functional group in alcohol, phenol and ether. All are tetrahedral, but here there is a lone pair repulsion compresses the normal tetrahedral angle. Here it is 109. Because of resonance, there will be a less lone pair repulsion. And in case of ether, because of the bulkier group of alkyl, because of the steric hindrance will predominate over the lone pair repulsion. So here one more thing you have to remember, that is according to VSEPR theory, according to this, lone pair repulsion, always it will be more as compared to lone pair bond pair. And then it will be bond pair. Lone pair repulsion is greater than lone pair bond pair repulsion, and this is greater than bond pair repulsion. So this we have to remember here according to BSC pair theory. What it means? So the repulsion between these lone pairs, it is more as compared to the repulsion between this lone pair and bond pair. And again this is more as compared to bond pair repulsion.